everybody. So this is, I think, our first unboxing of the new year.
Yeah!
So Happy New Year.
Woo!
For those of you who haven't already seen our New Year's Mad Lib video. So we are starting off our New Year's unboxing with UMAI CRATE. Woo! This is the January 2021 UMAI CRATE. And this is kind of exciting because it is the first UMAI CRATE that I've gotten since I started this back in June or July of 2020 that actually has a different box design. And this is to celebrate Happy New Year 2021. You have a little design of Mount Fuji and Tokyo, and we got this guy here, which is a Daruma doll. And Daruma dolls are a traditional Japanese good luck charm, and they're inspired by a caricature of Bodhidharma, who was the founder of Zen Buddhism in Japan. So it's typically just for good luck, associated with New Year's. They're usually bright red. And the idea is that you color in one eye when you make a New Year's wish, and when your wish comes true, you color in the other eye.
Aww.
So yeah, it's just neat to see, even if it's not particularly colorful, it's just a brand new box design, so that's kind of neat. So without further ado, let's open up our new 2021 UMAI CRATE.
Oh, it's pink again!
Yeah, wrapping paper is pink. So here we see January 2021, and we have this cool little ox design because, well, it's not yet the Lunar New Year. The upcoming Lunar New Year for 2021 is the Year of the Ox.
Nice.
So Japan primarily celebrates the Lunar New Year as their New Year, but they also celebrate New Year for like January 1st, like the Western world does. So they do a bit of both, but primarily Lunar New Year. And this is an appropriate crate because noodles are a traditional New Year's Eve and New Year's Day dish in Japan. The soba noodles especially represent longevity because they're long noodles. And mochi, which is stretchy, represents long life. I'm expecting to see some of those in this crate. So it also has the recipe, which is on the other side of this blank card, which we will reveal after we've gone through everything in the crate. First up, Maloney, which is the brand. It looks like very, very thin. I don't know what the Japanese word for these is, but I know the Korean is japchae, which is the glass noodles, and I love those. There's a Korean restaurant near where I live that always had japchae as like a side dish, and it was so good. I've never actually made it, but if that's what this is, it's like I forget what the base is for these, it's a vegetable that's used to make these. But yeah, glass noodles, very cool. I'd like to see these, and should be an interesting new thing to try out. Next up is something completely random that I have no idea what this is or why it's here.
It's gotta be tofu. Or bread.
So yeah, it's little tiny pieces of toast. And it says Sukiyaki on it, which I'm only familiar with Sukiyaki being like beef that you kind of cook and then use egg whites with. I don't know what toast has to do with Sukiyaki.
Oh, they're like croutons.
Yeah, it's a bit like croutons. It's literally little tiny pieces of bread.
That's so cute.
So I am very curious to see, maybe this is something you make to have on a side with Sukiyaki, but we'll find out when I read the pamphlet. So this, it's some sort of a dashi, which is like a soup stock. I'm not quite sure what type of fish this is, but dashi is the traditional Japanese soup base, usually seaweed and bonito or another type of fish used to make a broth that's the base for a lot of their soups. So I'm guessing that's what this is, and maybe it's part of this month's recipe. Who knows? Now we're getting into the actual standard noodle stuff here. This is wakame, which is seaweed. And let's see.
Weed.
So, yes. Wakame Ramen. So it's a spicy seaweed ramen, and that actually sounds pretty good. If you've watched any of my other UMAI CRATE videos, a lot of them come with spicy dishes, and we both have really, really enjoyed, particularly the spicy ramen that we've gotten. Those have always been winners every time we try the stuff, because we do actually eat a lot of these, as well as the recipes. Just the other night we made a recipe from one of these. It was the stir-fried eggplant tofu from the August crate, August 2020. So yeah, definitely looking forward to trying this. It looks like a very thin type of noodle. It's a thin udon noodle. I've been doing fairly well reading the hiragana on these, but this one's a bit more stylized, so it's a bit tougher to see this, but it looks like some tofu in there as well and a bit of seaweed, so it'll be interesting to see what this is, but always love me some udon. I don't know quite what this is. This does look like a soba noodle though, so I'm wondering if this is something that's supposed to be a bit New Year's Eve with the soba type noodles. It looks like a nice hearty broth that comes with this. We'll find out after these messages. Not doing that again.
Through life, they struggle to make life worth living. Cranberries.
So this brand we've gotten before. I don't remember if we actually tried this brand, but I recognize the packaging. This is authentic spicy umakara flavor. It's a non-fried noodle, so it's supposed to be like a healthier version of ramen instead of being fried. I forget how they prepare it, but made in Japan, so you know it's authentic, as if everything on the package being in Japanese didn't give it away. But it looks like scallions and some sort of maybe ground meat, but that nice red colored broth. You know it's gonna be good, you know it's gonna be spicy. So this is another ramen. I don't know what it is about it, but this packaging just suggests that it's very healthy. There's the colors or whatever this says in 100%. I still can't read kanji very well, so we'll have to wait to read the pamphlet to find out exactly what this is. But they have corn in their ramen, which is unusual. I don't know that I've ever had corn in ramen, but yeah, corn, carrots, lots of veggies. Burdock root, which I have had before, and it's interesting. But yeah, we'll find out what it is. And we have gotten to the end of this box. Once again, it is ramen. For those of you who have seen my videos before, you should know by now that this is katakana for ramen. And it looks like some sort of creamy style soup, which very iffy on. We did get in one of the crates, it was fish, eggs, and cream soup, which was promptly discarded. Did not have any interest in trying that. But I do find this interesting because it's ramen in like long bundles like you might get soba noodles in, as opposed to like the bricks that you normally get the ramen noodles in. So I'm curious to see what this actually is. So that is actually everything that is in the January 2021 UMAI crate, and we will now proceed to the recipe and the pamphlet. So this month's recipe is harusame salad. Ooh. Harusame means spring rain in Japanese. I only know that because that was the name of one of the characters' swords in Shaman King, the manga. But yeah, it definitely looks very springy. It's got all sorts of nice bright green veggies, and it looks like the glass noodles are part of it. So yeah, the Maloney Noodles, Awase Dashi, cucumber, carrot, sliced ham, sugar, sesame oil, and sesame seeds. This looks like a really simple, really tasty sounding recipe, so we're definitely gonna have to try this one out. Yeah, it looks like it's very quick, nice, simple, and delicious looking meal, so add that to the pile. Now onto the actual contents here. So the mystery is revealed in the first one here. This is wheat gluten for sukiyaki. The Japanese word for it is fu. Fu is a common Japanese healthy food used for soups and hot pot. This one in particular is made of flour, includes high nutrition, so it can also be used for babies and kids' meals for added protein. So I guess it's just a random like topping, or like if you were doing hot pot, which is kind of like basically the Japanese version of fondue. Yeah, you have like a pot of broth and you cook stuff in it. Sukiyaki, where you cook ingredients on a little plate or grill in front of you. So yeah, that's really, really strange. I guess though, if you make soup, this would be a good topping for any kind of soup. So probably what I'll end up using it for. Here we have the shrimp tempura soba. Flavorful shrimp tempura soba is made with somi no tsuyu and made with dried bonito, mackerel, and dried sardines. Somi no tsuyu is a popular dashi soup in Japan that people use in several meals. The ingredients are a combination of small shrimp tempura, fried balls, kamaboko, wakame seaweed, and green onions.
Wow.
So it sounds like a very flavorful soba noodle. Yeah, definitely looking forward to trying that. Here in this nice green bowl is the udon dape. It's a traditional Japanese style meal with thick udon noodles and a strong, slightly sweet bonito-based broth topped with green onions, seaweed, and shredded deep-fried fish.
Ooh.
Yum.
Yum.
Try it with shichimi pepper and bonito flakes, both of which I have at home for making Japanese soup, so I might have to bring those along when I make this. That sounds very good. Seaweed spicy ramen. Enjoy a jumbo bowl of spicy chige ramen with wakame this winter. Bowl packs a punch of heat, while the wakame, or seaweed, known for its subtle sweetness, helps balance the flavors.
Ooh, that's
so
nice.
Yeah, definitely I think this is the one I'm looking forward to the most, even though everything sounded really good so far, minus the strange bread. But yeah, this Definitely gonna try this. It's one of the first ones from this crate. Here we have the Hakata Ramen. Hakata is an area in Japan famous for tonkatsu, or pork ramen. Hakata-style ramen has a rich white pork bone base and hard noodles. Make your own smooth and flavorful bowl of Hakata ramen this winter in the comfort of your own home. I guess the broth and the sliced pork, you can see on the packaging, you have to add that yourself. This is just the noodles. Though they do have a flavor packet, but I'm guessing the main ingredients, that's kind of DIY. Next up is Kirikata spicy ramen. So the second of the spicy noodle dishes from this. Kirikata ramen is one of the 3 major varieties of ramen in Japan, and this item we highly recommend to spicy lovers. They know their target audience. As a vegan ramen too, you can add in your favorite high protein ingredients to make it a more filling meal. So yeah, we could add the fried tofu, we could add beans, who knows? All kinds of vegetarian stuff, but we're not vegetarians, so we could add meat. Or just have it plain. Anything for spicy lovers, I'm probably gonna like. Here we have the sesame flavor ramen. Ramen made with 100% Japanese wheat flour and natural salt for a healthy and hearty bowl of noodles. The flavor is accented with a fragrant sesame oil for an irresistible and slurpable bowl, perfect for a cold day.
Fragrant.
I bet because the sesame, it just usually smells really strong and very good. I like too that a lot of these are kind of geared towards colder weather because we are starting to get really, really cold weather now. So hot bowls of noodle soup are definitely perfect for this kind of weather. And ones that are specially made for cold weather and not like the cold noodles that we got in the summer crate. Very good. Here we have the Maloney Noodles. These are harusame type noodles from Hokkaido made with corn and potato starch. Often added to hot pots during the winter with a combination of other vegetables. It's a versatile noodle that can be used as a base for stir fries, salad, soup, spring rolls, and more. So yeah, these are what's featured in the recipe, the harusame salad. Definitely looking forward to trying these. And lastly, we have the Awase Dashi. It's made from Satsuma in the Kyushu area. They're bonito flakes and southern Hokkaido kelp. Again, ingredients that pretty standard for dashi. Use this convenient multiple serving pack for a great source of high quality bonito flake and umami kelp flavor. I do like to make kitsune udon at home a lot with ingredients from Asian grocery stores, and I tend to use powdered dashi stock because it takes a while to make stuff from actual bonito flakes and seaweed. So this is good to have on hand because it's straight from Japan and it looks like some high quality stuff. So that'd be very good. And that is it for the inaugural 2021 UMAI CRATE. You have on the back here just photos of people enjoying all their different types of noodles. So there you have it. Looks like quite a bit of good stuff to ring in the new year with a bunch of new noodles. Lots of good looking spicy noodles, some healthy stuff, some traditional stuff. The recipe looks particularly good. So definitely going to keep my subscription running. I got the month-to-month subscription and it's been working out very well. If you're interested in subscribing yourself, you can check the description below for information on what the cost is and what you get in each crate and what other offerings they have from Japan Crate, because this is one of several different boxes that Japan Crate offers along with the Japan Crate. If you like what you see, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And do you have anything to add?
Expand your noodle and buy UMAI CRATE.
Yes. Alright everyone, well we hope you have a fantastic rest of your day.
Bye.